Sis did not have a life outside Edward. As soon as Edward came in, stashed everything. Sis didn't even want to go to prom. It was Edward who made her go to prom. And he was constantly pushing her away, saying, "You're a human. You should be wanting to do human things. You should find a nice human man." No, 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 no. She wanted him bad. That was it, period. As children, we don't know. Like, we watch these things and we think, oh, it's love. No, and I think as you get an adult, subconsciously, you think those patterns still are like part of the story. The story should be he was interested in me, so he pursued me. That's that. There should not be mixed signals, confusion, anything between that is crazy. Another thing, sis was so limerent towards him, and limerence is romantic obsession, but usually it's with someone who does not return the favor. So I don't know if that apply here, but I know for those of us who have been limerent, you have probably experienced the exact same thing she did when he broke up with her. It was a pretend breakup because he was trying to protect her, but she didn't know that, and she literally lost her mind. She sat in a chair for months. She was so depressed, so depressed, so depressed, so depressed. Like, some days I think, like, if that man never came back, like, oh well, she was carrying on with Jacob. She was carrying on with Jacob. Jacob was bringing her back from the brink. She probably would have ended up with him, but she didn't want Jacob for real. She wanted Edward. There are so many movies like this that I think we've all consumed at some point, at not consciously, because I doubt any of us are walking around like, oh my gosh, I want a man like Edward, a thousand-year-old vampire. Like, obviously it's fantasy, but some parts of it we kikied and giggled and oohed and awed and loved and ate it up. And that part of us that just ate it up digested it. Just the issue with that is that it gives us the wrong idea of men. Edward wasn't even a man. No, I'm kidding. Real love, especially we know as women of God, like God is love. It shouldn't be confusing and misleading and tormenting. And that's what this movie kind of portrayed love to be. And of course, we enjoy watching things like this, but it's not so fun when you're having to live it. And if you're someone who has experienced limerence or romantic obsession, you know how devastating it can be, where you've not even dated the person, but crush after crush after crush, you feel like Bella was looking in that chair, like just broken down in a state of distress. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to keep reviewing movies and talking about this topic because you guys wanted to hear this, and we'll just see what else we learn.